Hey, this is Jenny from Blameshift, and this is Antihero Online.
How excited are you with the headlining run that you got with the Nearly Deads coming up starting on October 12th?
We are really excited because, first of all, we've been trying to tour with the Nearly Deads for years. We've known them for a while, and finally we're going to get this awesome run, female fronted, and right around Halloween time. We have a lot of really cool things that we're planning for the tour, so yeah, we're all really excited.
And what can fans kind of expect from the tour and from the live show now that you mentioned that little Halloween aspect in there?
We have a couple of things, little things up our sleeves. Definitely going to be some Halloween themed. Well, we're doing meet and greets on all the days, all the show days, and we're going to be doing some really cool Halloween themed things. I can't give it all away, but if you come to the show, definitely pick up a meet and greet, and you'll see what we're talking about. But it's going to be a lot of fun.
And you guys just actually recently premiered a music video for your new single, Monster, earlier this year. The video has racked up just under 125,000 views. As an independent artist, how much does that mean to you to be able to get that type of exposure for your music?
I mean, yeah, it's really obviously very humbling. It's also really important because, back kind of when we started, it wasn't as music videos weren't exactly as big as they are now, and now it's everything. You put out an album, but the singles that actually get some traction are the ones that you put out a video for. And we kind of learned this along the way, and we were really excited about the song Monster, and the video just kind of took on a life of its own, and a lot of people were sharing it and kind of connecting to it, so it's been really fun to watch. And we're just we want to keep going and keep spreading that song, and hopefully actually we're going to be doing another music video for another song off the album pretty soon, maybe when we get back from the tour.
And speaking of touring, you guys live on the road pretty much. From what I'm seeing, you've logged over 1 million miles on the road. You've played Vans Warped Tour. You have played with New Year's Day, Siler, a whole bunch of other bands. What is it like traveling and being a traveling band as much as you guys are?
It's kind of since we first started, it was kind of, what we wanted to do. Our intention was we were going to be a touring band. We never wanted to be a hometown hero band, especially from where we're from, Long Island, New York, and there's 1 million bands here and 1 million artists. And for us, we never wanted to just be a local band. We always wanted to get on the road, even if that, whatever that meant. And from the beginning, we booked our own tours. We bought a little school bus and we fixed it up, and we sold all of our, sold everything that we could sell, and we kind of went for broke and left our jobs and all that kind of stuff to tour. That's what we wanted to do. And I think we did a really good job of kind of being that band and being known as a band that's always on the road. And we used to spend up to 300 days a year on the road. Now, more recently, we kind of took a little bit of a step back because my guitarist and I started a jewelry line based around music and all that kind of stuff. So we took a little bit of a step back, but still the road is our home. And so we're excited to get back out there and see all of our fans and friends.
And touching on the touring again, and being an independent band, how important is it for you guys to pretty much live on the road and get the type of exposure that these major record label push bands are getting?
It's everything. And in our circuit, a lot of our friends' bands, they all do the same amount of touring that we do. And it's really important because, like you said, without being on a major label and getting all that marketing money and exposure, the only way to really to touch your fans and to be to get to know them is to be on the road. And that's how we built our band, is getting on the road, meeting our fans, and kind of building that relationship where they know us and we know them. And so the road for us is the only place to do that. We don't we don't have the luxury of just doing shows every once in a while, but still having those major marketing dollars. So that's how we have to, get our exposure, is on the road. So,
and because of that, you guys have racked in some pretty large endorsements. What does that mean to you to have those bigger companies kind of following the band and supporting what you guys are creating?
Yeah, well, it's obviously like really important to create those relationships. They've helped. I mean, GHS Strings has been supporting us since the beginning, and we've been to their warehouse in Michigan, and they're actually sponsoring this tour. They sent us all kinds of stuff to, for us and the Nearly Dead. PRS just sent him another guitar, and they set up his current guitar that he had. I mean, these companies they're so good at they care about their artists, and for us, being an independent band, we look to them to get that support, and we give them the same support that they give us. And it's a really good, like, mutual relationship. We couldn't do what we do without, like, some of these companies, so we're really lucky.
Let's talk a little bit about the music that you guys play. For people who don't know who the band is and what style or genre of music, can you kind of break it down a little bit and explain it?
Yeah, so I kind of usually say we're high energy rock and roll. So we're a modern rock band. Our live shows are real high energy. Our the releases that we put out are kind of high energy. We have a lot of fun. We don't take ourselves too seriously, and so I just say a high energy rock and roll band.
And people can expect high energy when they come to the shows as well.
Yeah, definitely. We try to, the live show is everything, so we try to put a lot of focus on that, and we have a really good time running around the stage, jumping in the crowd, and we do a light show. We have, fog machine and smoke geysers, and we really do it up.
And that's one of the things that I've kind of realized. I go to a lot of shows, not only just being, a journalist, but as a concert goer and as a photographer as well. I attend a lot of shows. And one of the things that I've kind of noticed is a lot of the independent bands, they put more work into their stage show, the stage presence, and the entertainment value than some of the major bands who just kind of stand there and just play their songs.
I actually noticed that too. It's really funny that you say that, because I've noticed the same thing. Like, the bigger the band sometimes, not always, but sometimes, they'll just stand there. I mean, given they have hit songs, so it's like your song, like everybody knows their songs, it's all good, but put a little effort, put a little excitement in. You would think that that would be like part of the whole thing. I mean, for us at least, that is the whole thing for us. Like, we don't care if we don't sound perfect, or we hit miss a beat, or as long as we are having fun and the crowd feeds on that. That's why they came to see a show. If they wanted to hear it perfect, they would listen to it, on a CD. So it's I think that's the most important thing, having fun and putting on a really good show.
I know you guys are going to be on tour a lot. Is there any opportunities for you guys on the road to, take a break while the drive is going on and start working on some new music? Or are you guys just kind of like focusing strictly on the tour, the show ahead, and putting on the best performances that you can possibly put out?
Well, yeah, I mean, definitely, we've noticed, because we've actually had, like, time crunches in the past where we have to write a new record, we have to, but we're on the road, so we have to do both, and it's actually very difficult, because there's just different parts, like, our brains, I don't know about every band, but for us, we compartmentalize, like, we're on the road, like, we're focusing on getting to the next venue, setting up, selling merch, putting on a good show, like you said. And then the other side of it, which is, writing songs and being creative, is just like a more laid back vibe where you need to kind of just like get, kind of let loose and, get out of your head and kind of let things flow like that. So it is hard to do both, because we've tried many times. However, our band is from all over the country. So when we finally do get time together, we kind of want to use that time to be creative and start at least thinking or coming up with some ideas for our next album. So I definitely think there's going to be some of that, even just like guitar riffs getting written, or ideas, kind of throwing some ideas around. So I think on this tour in particular, we're going to be doing a little bit of writing.
And is there a time frame for you that you would like to get back into the studio and start working on the new record?
Yeah, I think January we're going to go back out to LA. Our producer lives out in LA, North Hollywood. His name is Erik Ron. He's actually doing some huge records now. But he's one of our best friends. We've been working with him for a long time, and he's actually going to squeeze us in January to do a single. So yeah, we need to get working on that.
One of the things that I like to touch on when it comes to talking to independent artists as yourself is the digital age, and how the effect of Spotify and iTunes and Google Play and YouTube has taken on your careers. And in a way, a lot of the responses that I get are 50-50. They say it helps them for the most part because it opens the world to be able to discover the band. But then at the same time, there's a lot of artists that are just like creating music, putting it out there, and it kind of murkies up the water.
Right.
How do you feel about that subject?
Yeah, obviously there's two sides to every story, but for an independent band, I feel like it's been huge and very helpful. Not only do we make money, I mean, every month, between Pandora and Spotify, YouTube revenue, we make money every month, and for us, it's been amazing. Not only are we spreading the word and getting out there to people that we wouldn't normally be able to hit, but we're also making money, which obviously is hard to do in the music industry. For bands that are signed and all that kind of stuff, that money doesn't go to them. That money goes to everybody but them, their label, so I could see how maybe they wouldn't appreciate it as much, but for us it's a blessing. So yeah, that's definitely been very helpful.
And what struggles have you faced as an independent band trying to compete with these major bands that have strong marketing campaigns? They have people that can dedicate days and hours to social media and keeping up with Twitter and stuff like that. What struggles kind of faced you guys when it came to cutting through? Yeah, I mean, it's all about money. At the end of the day, the whole industry is any industry, not just music. Any industry it's all about money. So the biggest challenge is getting on the bigger tours, and the bigger tours require bigger money. So any of these opening acts that you see on these bigger tours, if they're not on a label, a lot of labels owe favors and all that kind of stuff, and that's how they get their artists on these bigger tours. Besides that, money, buy-ons, I'm sure you know a lot about that. It's very expensive, and some bands save up for years to do a buy-on, and it's like it's kind of the whole system's a little off, if like you want my honest opinion, as far as like buy-on bands are concerned, and all that kind of stuff. But you just got to push forward and focus on like the fans. And for us, like we just want to be out on the road, and if it so we just try our best to not get too stuck or hung up on what everyone else is doing, and just focus on what we're doing and moving ahead. So. And I think that's one of the things that has attributed to the success of the band is the fact that you seem to be a more personable band. You like to connect with the fans in a way that they haven't been connected with before. Do you think that's one of the things that has helped the band be successful?
100%. Yeah, we've always a lot of our fans, I don't even call them fans anymore, I call them friends, because they're so supportive, and they love us like family. We feel the same way. And yeah, we're not the type of band that like stays in the van, until we go on stage and then runs back. And, we're there from the minute the show starts. We watch all the local bands. We stay after, and we sell merch. We sell our own merch till the venue closes up. And then we hang out on our bus with our fans till we drive to the next city. That's just how we've always been. It's not that we've ever been told do this, it's a certain way. That's just who we are. That's the main reason that we love to be on the road is for that, to meet people and to connect. And it's like the best part. It's the best part of it.
And it looks like the new tour is going to give you guys the opportunity to make some new friends. From what I see on the tour dates, you guys are going to be all over the place.
Yeah, yeah. I think that we're pretty. It's a pretty solid run. We're pretty much playing every day. I think we have maybe 3 or 4 days off, which is great. You know, being out on the road, you want to keep busy because those days off, you look forward to them, and then you're like, okay, what are we going to do today? We have nothing to do, you know. So we have what are we going to do? So yeah, it's like you feel better when you know you have a show that night. So yeah, we're definitely going to make a lot of fans and new friends, and just with the Nearly Deads. We definitely have like a similar fan base. Yeah, we've never toured with them, so I feel like a lot of the people that we're going to meet are going to be our exact market, or exact people that we want to meet. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
What is the thing that you are looking forward to the most on this tour?
What am I'm really looking forward to our meet and greets, because they give us like a chance to like just get one-on-one with our fans, and we're going to be doing a lot of like fun stuff. We're actually doing a joint meet and greet with the Nearly Deads, which we've never done that before. So we're going to get to meet their fans, they're going to get to meet ours, and we're going to play some games, and it's going to be a fun one. So
if they come to the show, they're pretty much going to want to have to get the meet and greet to have fun with you guys.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely like a nice little perk. Like I said, a lot of our fans, like, known us for years. So they're like, we're going to get to come hang out on the bus anyway, right? And we're like, yeah, of course. This is kind of just something special for, like, fans that just want to get to know us a little better, or get to spend some more time with us. So
that's pretty much everything that I have for you. Is there anything that I didn't touch on that you would like to add?
No, I appreciate you having me. Yeah, definitely anyone that's listening to this, if you guys check out our tour dates on our Facebook page, and definitely come down to a show. It's going to be an awesome tour.